there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Wolters World. Today we're at the Rift Valley here in Tanzania. And before you can come visit beautiful places like this, you've got to get through the security checkpoint at an airport wherever you're flying here from. And today we're going to talk about is actually some helpful hints for first-time travelers so they know what they need to know before they go through the security line at the airport. Because I'll tell you right now, if you go online and you look at forums, the thing that annoys frequent travelers the most are people that don't know how to go through the security checkpoint and they hold up the security line. Like, you will see people getting physically mad about this. So I want to help out new time travelers or first time travelers. I want to help you out by knowing what you should know before you get to security check so you're better prepared so you can get through quicker, get your gate, and get to beautiful places like here in Tanzania, okay? Now, first thing you need to realize is you got to make sure when you bought your tickets, you have that. But we make sure when you're going up to the security check, okay, you need to make sure you have a valid ID. Now, if you're flying internationally, that means you have to have a passport. And I recommend you have a passport that's valid more than 6 months, because when you get to your final destination, they might let you in if your passport only has like 3 months left. So make sure you have that, a valid ID. If you're flying, for example, within the US, you can use your driver's license, but it has to be a real ID, like an official one. Not like official, like, oh, it's my state ID. It's got to be a special kind of ID, so do check that out to make sure your state has a real ID on your driver's license. So you have your ID, right? And then also you need your boarding pass. Now your boarding pass, you can get the physically printed out one. Maybe you print it out at home and do that, or you checked it and dropped off your bags and they gave you a physical one. Or you might have the app on your phone, like I have my Delta app I always use and have my boarding passes on there. You can do that. And so you have those things. So you're going to go up and you'll get in the long line. Yes, it will be a long line. Unless you're flying from some small airport, it will be a long line. So the important thing is when you're getting to the airport, make sure you get there in plenty of time. Domestic flights in the US, they say about 2 hours. International flights, they say about 3 hours. If you're in Europe, I've seen it's about 2 hours for international flights like that. Here in Africa, they're saying, you know, may be there 3 hours before because there's a lot more security checks. And so what I want to do is give you kind of an idea of overall, like whether in the US, Europe, Asia, kind of stuff like that, okay? Now, we're going to our security check. I've got my boarding pass and I've got my ID. Now, when you get up there, you got to realize that there's certain things you cannot take through security. One, liquids in containers more than 3 ounces or 100 mils. If it's more than that, they will not let you take it. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, oh, but I've already used half of it, so there's only 100 mils left. It does not matter. The container has to say 100 mils or 3 ounces or less, okay? Otherwise, boom, you have to chuck it. And it doesn't matter if it's your favorite makeup. It doesn't matter if you just bought this $5 thing of water. It doesn't matter. It's got to go, okay? Now, those liquids you can bring with you, 100 mils, have as many as you want in a 1-quart clear, like Ziploc bag. Put those in there. And what you should do is on your carry-on bag, have that Ziploc with your liquids right on top. So you can just grab the bag, because you're going to have to take that out of your backpack or your carry-on. You have to take that out and put that in the box that they send through the x-ray machine, okay? So you have the box of liquids, right? The 100 mils or less, you put it in the bag and then you put it on the thing. So when you're about to go through security, do not buy that $5 bottle of water or that brand new Starbucks, because you will not be able to take it through. It doesn't matter that you bought it at the airport. They will make you throw it away, okay? So make sure you've drank that or got rid of that before you go through. Also, getting upset with the TSA agent is not going to make your life easier. The TSA agent or the security agent is not going to say, oh, you know what? You're right. Go ahead. You're just making your life more difficult. Just say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Take the stuff out and throw it away, okay? Because believe me, it's not going to help. Next thing, a lot of places will ask you to take out your laptops or your iPads. So you'll take those out and put those in there as well. And you need to take it out of the case. So what I do, because a lot of times I travel with my computer because I'm making the videos and stuff like that, is before I get into the security line, I'll actually take my laptop out of its like protective case, and so it's ready to go, because you do not leave it in the protective case. It has to be out by itself. So I'll take that out and I'll have that ready. So just slips right out, boom, boom, so I'm good to go. Now the thing is, that's the first step. That's when you're getting in line. Other thing you need to realize is the clothes you're wearing will really influence how long it will take you going through security. One thing you want to make sure is you're not wearing multiple layers. What they may say is you need to take off that jacket, you need to take off that vest. We're here in Tanzania, so we're in safari clothes and it gets cool at night, so there's vests and jackets and stuff like that. And my dad, when we were going through, they're like, sir, take off your coat. Now take off your vest. No, like anything else there, you just had his safari shirt on and it's like, that's all. And that took more time, okay? So don't wear layers. If you have a jacket, have it already off and just put it in the bag. It doesn't matter if your outfit like works perfectly with that jacket. Doesn't matter. Take it off, get it out of the way. Okay. Another thing you need to realize is some places will make you take off your shoes and put those through security as well. Now it's not everywhere, but it does happen enough that you should be ready for that. Make sure they slip off easily and you can slip them back on easily when you get through. Because I've seen a lot of people coming through with these big boots that tie all the way up to the knees and stuff like that. And they get there and the TSA agent or the security guard is like, hey, you need to take those off. Like, but they're like so cool. Nope. Nope, you got to take them all off. Another thing where a lot of people get nailed is their belt. Now, your belt, you mostly don't think about it. Like, oh, I got my pockets are cleared. I got everything out. The belt will set it off. So you got to take off your belt as well. And the thing is, if you're going to be flying, make sure the clothes you have, the belt isn't like built into it. Like the pants I'm wearing right now for my safari, the belt's actually built into it. So I would not fly with these pants because, hey, I don't want to have to explain, well, it doesn't really come off. We need to go in the special room over there for me to take off my pants. So do have a heads up for that one. So belts will come off, all right? Another thing is, when I was talking about your pockets being empty, you have to empty everything from your pockets. I know a lot of people like, oh, it's just my passport in there, or it's just this lens cap, or it's just my keys. It doesn't matter. Empty all of your pockets, check to make sure, put those in the bins as well that go through. Because you know what? You don't have to go through, then keep coming back through again and again and again. I've seen people, they go through, set it off, like, oh, my wallet, and then they'll come back, and then, oh, my keys. They're like, sir, you sure you have everything out? Oh, yes, I have everything out. And then they go and like, oh, their passport and they have other stuff in the other pocket. And they're like, well, I didn't think that would set it off. Look, it doesn't matter. Clear out everything from your pockets, put it in there. Believe me, it makes your life so much easier, okay? Now, there are some other things they might ask you to take out. Sometimes when I've been flying, they have asked me to keep my cell phone out or other electronics out. So basically what I'd tell you to do is on your carry-on bag, make sure things are easy access. Okay, so remember, have that laptop ready so you can just slide it out and put it down. Make sure you have the bag of the liquids, 100 mils or less. Pull out that bag of liquids, boom, put it down on there. It's on top. And then if you have extra electronics, or they are, so you can just grab them, take them out and do that. Because, they're not trying to make your life difficult. They're trying to keep us all safe when we're flying. So do have a heads up for that, okay? Because it does make a difference when we do fly that we all can be safe. And the thing is if you know these rules, if you know these things to help you get through quicker, it takes a lot of stress out of your life, a lot of stress out of the TSA agents or the security agents' lives. And believe me, those frequent travelers behind you are so much happier when you go through security quicker. And the thing is, I know it's tough for first-time travelers because you're not sure what you should do. You're not sure what's going on. And that's why we like making videos like this to help the new travelers as well as the seasoned travelers. Because you know what? Sometimes even seasoned travelers make mistakes, like the wrong pair of jeans or the wrong shoes. Like I have tie shoes on today that are a little bit more complicated than I wanted to. And I'm like, dang it, I wish I had slip-ons when I came here. Anyway, I hope this helps you get ready for your first flight so you know what to expect through security. But I guess I should add something else on, is once you go through security, they might actually check you again because you'll walk through the x-ray machine, and if you beep, they might wand you down to see or pat you down, so have a heads up for that. Also, if your bag goes through and they see anything they think is suspicious, they will pull your bag out and you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, and they'll open your bag, and maybe if there's a pair of scissors in there, which you're not supposed to have, they'll like, hey, let's look what you have. Let's look what you don't have. What is this here? And they might take it out there. So do be careful. All right. So make sure you don't have any of those, things you cannot take on. All right. So, no guns, no knives, no big scissors, no radioactive materials, no poisonous agents, none of those things. All right. But the thing is, even if your bag gets taken out and they have the additional checks, it usually is relatively quick, not too quick, but it is important that you get to the airport on time to go through there, because you got late to the airport and you're going to miss your flight, the agents are not going to go any faster to get you through, okay? So make sure you realize that. So hopefully you're ready for your next flight. I'm hoping you're going someplace beautiful like the Great Rift Valley here in Tanzania, or going to see your grandma in St. Louis. Anyway, we wish you all the best on your travels. Have fun first flights, fun second flights, or fun 50th flights for those of you watching. We really appreciate all your likes and subscriptions. And if you like honest, fun travel videos like this, why don't you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and we put out new travel videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And if you want to learn a bit about traveling in East Africa, we got videos on Rwanda, Tanzania, going on a safari, hey, all on our website at woltersworld.com. Bye from Tanzania.